Hey guys, so today we are going to talk about matter. So we're going to review some matter for our test. And so that way you guys are ready for your heat transfer and matter test. So the first video we reviewed heat transfer and now we are reviewing matter. So what is matter? A matter is a substance or object that takes up space. So matter is made up of molecules and atoms. Atoms and molecules are the small building blocks that make up everything. So there's ways of measuring matter through mass, so the amount of matter in an object, by weight, the amount of gravitational force acting on an object, and volume, the amount of space an object takes up. So there are states of matter. We have gas, which is an air-like substance like water vapor. We have liquid, so a fluid substance that flows freely like water. And we have a solid, a firm, stable shape. So this would be like ice. So changes in state of matter, we talked about this and we talked about the water cycle. Evaporation, when a liquid turns into a gas. So steam, and condensation, when a gas turns into a liquid. This is water droplets on a cup. So describing matter, we have qualitative and quantitative. I'm going to skip over this. We have physical properties, the way an object or substance looks or feels. So the temperature of the ice, the softness of the slippers, the volume of the gas. So chemical properties would be the way an object behaves chemically. So this key rusts when exposed to water and air. So this is a chemical change. The chemical would be toxic to humans. The wood is flammable. These are chemical properties. We have solutions and mixtures. So this is what I want to talk about, physical change. So this will definitely be on your test. This is the changes of physical properties of a substance and usually can be reversed. So our first example up here would be cutting an apple. This can be reversed by just putting that piece of apple slice back on the apple. It wouldn't be necessarily the exact same as the full apple, but it can be reversed. So cutting, smashing, painting, gluing, melting, and freezing. Cutting, peeling, and melting. A chemical change is something that cannot be reversed. It changes the shape, it changes the chemical properties of it. So changes the chemical properties of a substance. A new substance is formed and cannot be reversed. So this happens when you're cooking, burning, or something is rusting or decomposition. So like frying an egg, that's a good example. You might see that on your test. Frying an egg is an example of a chemical change. Toasting bread. This is an example of a chemical change. Rusting, so a rusting of a key or a rusting of a nail, or you put something outside that's metal and it rusts. This is a chemical change. So remember these for your test. This is another important piece of your test is conservation of mass. So mass can never be created or destroyed, but it can change. So what I mean by that is this hamburger, let's say this hamburger weighs 1 pound. This is a big hamburger, so it weighs 1 pound. If I separated all the parts of this hamburger and weighed them all, they're still all on the scale, it would still equal 1 pound. The mass would stay the same. Mass only changes when something is added or removed. So if I added a half a pound of pickles to this sandwich, then the mass would change. But from the full burger to taking it apart and measuring these pieces, the mass of these pieces, it would still be 1 pound of a burger. So that is really important. You will see that on your test. So the main things I want you guys to remember are the difference between physical change and chemical change and the conservation of mass, which we just went over. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions. And thank you. I'm trying.